What was that
Good
drop?
morning. I don't know. You know, you're blessing me, right?
Man, I'm still trying to get everybody getting it. I was cussing Roy. I was in a trade. I'm trying to pass this combine, and I had moved my take profit to like right here. Right? Roy said, "Why don't you just move your take profit up and then move your stop up?" I'm like, "All right." So I listened to Roy, and of course, it didn't hit there. It came down, took me out, then came right back up and hit where my take profit would have been, and I'd been like $150 away from passing this combine now. No. I really want to see it. I mean, if you look, that was actually the spot to go long 60. There's a spot at 60. It dropped down, big red bubble, then got me a green bubble there, which was perfect. So, you know, you live and you learn.
I don't know what caused it though. What
well, I was looking at news and I'm not seeing anything come through. So, I mean, why you're supposed to support it? I mean, Barking was the last thing. Marsk reopens imports for Israel's port of Haifa. So I guess if you're long MRK, that's probably a good thing for you.
Apple under 200 again. That and Google are the red Max 7. That's where are we going?
Oh, that's a bar chart. You can scan that bad boy for a price right there. Look at all those wicks on the 1 minute.
Wow.
Yeah. Go back to the 5 minute. The 1 minute just looks too chaotic for me right now. Getting some red bubbles. I want to come down here and test this 60, which is right at VWAP. If it gives us a signal there, we will definitely go long. CBD's come back. It was over 5,000. It is now 2,300. So we got that. You got SPY Tide is not looking very bullish. General Market Tide is not looking very bullish. Let's look at the holdings. Well, there's not anything that's looking bullish so far, Roy. So maybe we come down. This is why we wait, though, folks. This is why we wait. I was in the long early this morning. I think it might have been this one here. No, it was 8. This one here. I got in on this one 8:15. He rode it up and down a little. Got a signal on Bookmap that showed me it was a good long opportunity. We made $161 off of it. If Roy wouldn't have jinxed me, we would have made $300 off of it. But you know. And yes, Roy, I'm gonna blame you all day.
Yeah, this is one of the things that always bites me. So I'm glad it bit him. So he's gonna just remind me all day about it.
You're glad it bit me. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate that. Love you too, dog.
But moving that take profit up, I think I still PTSD of this these trails threshold, but
we're talking about Bookmap. They're having a contest.
Oh yeah,
Bookmap's partnering with Algo Tester. Bring a unique challenge. Predict future order behavior using a real Bookmap data. First place gets 3,000. Second place gets 2,000. Third place gets 1,000. Prizes all the way down to 10th place. I don't know what you got to do it, but you know we might look into it later. Always could use some money. Let me go. I'm gonna retweet this thing here.
We've got penny home sales coming up in 10 minutes.
Woo! It's like that little pig, you know, in the commercial. What was that, the Geico commercial? Whee!
All the pigs go around. They are breaking Orblo and VWAP here.
Oh.
Bum, 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 bum. Well, VWAP on TradingView, not VWAP on Top Step.
I don't know what you got because my VWAP on TradingView and Top Step are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Are you on ES on TradingView?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. When
Oh, look, it shows Monte Carlo reposted the stream. Hey, okay, didn't show that before. That's something new. Boy, if this thing breaks 60, this thing could go down, down, down. We're in no hurry to get in any trade here. It looks like it's going to break down. This CBD is going to jump quick. CBD is going to jump quick.
about to go negative, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Coinbase up another 3% today. Holy mackerel.
Coinbase is the deal right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Stablecoin, stablecoin, stablecoin.
Let's see, I could see us getting down to possibly 55 here. Maybe. But it's going to pop back up, ain't it? They get a pop in call premiums and your volume turned up. Well, hold on. That's holdings. No wonder. There you go. CBD is grinding back up.
We hit positive gamma on Periscope there. It was actually, it just recently shifted positive.
Gotcha. CBD all the way back up to 1,000. Looked like it was going to crash down and right below that 60 and said, nah.
Fire stepping in.
I don't know if it's long lived, though, to be honest with you. I just don't. Yeah. I mean, it is showing some strength down here, so there is that. But I just don't know if that is it or not. Let's see. I mean, CBD's back to 1,200 now, so it's climbing back up. We got some green bubbles here. Let's see if we get a red bubble here. It might be a very good place to take it short if we do. There's a big red bubble forming. Does it continue red is the question. We've been faked out on these a good bit here.
That wick is scary.
Yeah. CBD's coming back some. Oh, wow. Go to my other page. Look at Tide. Tide just went right back. That's a big drop in call premiums there. But that red bubble turned green like we thought it might. So,
approach an anchored VWAP here as well. Did not like that first test at it, did it?
No.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning, Howard. Hey, Jinx, buy me a Coke.
Oh. We got data in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Pending homes, so not crazy, but obviously interest rates are the topic du jour lately. So
yeah, I'm sure Mr. Pulte will have something to say today. He's had something to say every day.
Yeah, no, they put him on and talk.
For some reason, Pulte has a big following. When he got in that thing with Zach Morris with that coin, and he got a lot of those degenerate followers at that point. And if you traded it like I did, yes, we were degenerates trading that. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah,
trading a meme coin, but he gained a lot of followers during that. I think he's speaking to a lot of people that aren't your everyday bigwig folks,
Yeah.
Kind of how I look at it. I could be
Well,
wrong. See what he's going
he
to 100.
he ran for years on Twitter. He was giving away money.
Yes,
Like,
he was still giving away
follow
money
me.
during that.
Yeah, he's just constantly giving away money. So he was doing a
I'm not going to
marketing
lie to
campaign,
you.
basically.
Don't know how I feel about him personally, but I saw like if you tweeted him and said, I saw a woman tweet, it was like, "Hey, I can't afford groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Can't afford this," and he's like, "Hey, send me your bills. I will pay your bills, and here's some grocery money."
Yeah. Yeah,
But nobody should struggle like that. So I will take care of you, see if I can help you. And I think he actually reached out to people, help this lady get a job.
Yeah.
That's.
He's a very
That's a
successful
stand-up guy
guy
there.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He built Pulte Homes and
Yep.
one of the largest builders in the.
Him and his dad did that together, right?
I don't know the specifics. I just I followed the.
I'm wanting to say his dad was like a home builder or something, and he used his dad's experience to like help do that and partner with that. But I could be way off on that. I could be thinking about somebody else, but I'm wanting to say that's what happened there.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's done some good for people, so he's got some good grace out there with a lot of people. A lot of people don't like him too, though. I don't understand that either. I don't know I know he was in the GME thing, right? Didn't he get involved in all that?
Yeah, he was big in GME.
When he like a ape, and then made a bunch of money off of it and got out, and everybody like, "You traitor."
Yeah.
That cult, man, is so weird. Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
You get mad at people for making a profit. You want them just to hold forever. That's not the purpose of a stock. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is what looked like was going to be a big move down has turned into a big move back up.
Apple back over 200. Yeah. All Mag 7 except Apple's green, but Apple's now trending up. We got home sales in 30 seconds. Coin now at 4.3% at 370. Holy guacamole.
Holy guacamole, he said. That was not me saying holy guacamole. That was Roy. We got 5 seconds now until data comes out. Let's see what it does. See if it even moves the market. It might get a quick reaction. Let's get a little pop here on it. Ooh, whoa. Just came out there, and I'm sure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wowzers.
I didn't see the data. I'm going to assume it's not terrible.
I'm assuming it must be something nice. Let's see if it'll update here.
Oh, 1.8%.
Wow.
So should be bearish for the market, right? Because that kind of suggests that there's not a crisis in the old housing market, which means rates can stay higher.
King Home Index was 72.6. It did go up. I don't know, Roy, to be honest with you. I don't know.
I mean, that is previous was negative 6.3, forecast is 0.13, and it comes out at 1.8.
Yeah.
So basically, new homes are the metric that's down. Looks like pending and existing homes are still trending relative. Again, these are month to month. These are not like, an overall trend, but
Everybody knows how I feel about month to month shit.
yeah.
I'm not a fan.
So we got a wick that's formed up there. Do they fill the wick? If we look at Periscope, we are hitting some green gamma above. They have shrunk that gamma a little bit. Howie's saying year over year is probably down. This is buying season, I think. Yeah, I'd have to look at the year over year data, but I think you're probably right.
Oh, yeah. So 2024 was 74.4%. This latest came out 72.6. That is down. I'm looking through it now. Looks like the Northeast and the West are getting hit the most. The Midwest and the South are still growing. Wow. Not seasonally adjusted. You got everything, the same thing. You got the Northeast and the West. Northeast down 2%, West down 3.8%. This is a year over year. Midwest is 2.3% up, and the South is 0.4% up. Overall is 0.3% down year over year. And then if you adjust seasonally adjusted annual rate, we're 1.1% up year over year.
Okay.
So you asked and you received.
Very good. You're gonna red.
Momentum may not be sustained.
Yeah. So you're gonna red bubble here. You're looking for a green bubble to go long.
I would actually want to go short here, to be honest with you.
Because we're at that
Even
70.
I think that'll hit it. Yeah, I think that pop was over nothing really. Personally thinking, but I mean, it could, continue to go up to 6,200. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I think that pop was a little off, didn't make as much sense to me as it should have, but. We could see 75 though before it decides it wants to. That's where we 74.50. Right? You look at Bookmap and there's 200 orders, 300, probably roughly 400 orders sitting around that level. If you add them all up around it, so we could get a little move up here and then a pull back down.
Tide is recovering. Little drop on premium, but the volume is pushing higher. General market tide went green.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, I hate to say it, but it looks like we're going to just maybe grind up. Or yesterday we were in a chop fest all day. Got in about a 30-point range, and that's where it pretty much stayed at all day. Right now, we're in a lot tighter range, 76 to pretty much 56, about a 20-point range right now. Let's look left. I mean, we got a ways to go. I mean, we could definitely come all the way back to that 6140 level. Is in the bars. That would not be. That's kind of what we did. Order price change. I ain't got no price order. What you talking about there? 240, and then we kind of bounced around it after. And then we just went crazy overnight. Guys, that's what we do. Go crazy overnight.
Yeah, you look at maybe get a retest of that 8 near anchored VWAP as well. Could be a good spot. There's a red bubble.
Yeah, if it breaks that 67, you got to watch there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is right above anchor VWAP, right above all that. If it can break that down, we got a lot to go through, but we could definitely see a 60 retest again if it breaks through that. Now you see that level seems to be holding, but that bubble turned green to red.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't always mean, it could mean they're just absorbing orders there and it's going to bounce up on this next. Could give us a green bubble next after that. This is a pretty damn big bubble that's forming here, red. So if it can take these out, it's a big if right now, right? I mean, it's took a lot of those damn orders out, though. I know that. Just right above it now, so it's not really good. You got the whoever the WTO is, World Trade Order.
Yeah.
Forward-looking new export orders index fell to 97.9, pointing to a weaker trade growth later in the year. Goods trade barometer at 103.5, up from previous regard to 102. Federal Reserve Board pushes agenda for its conference in July on large bank capital requirements. They're going to hit some banks with some stuff, it looks like. That's kind of been the talk.
Yeah, yesterday that kind of floated. The basically they're going to allow banks to be a little bit more risky.
Yeah. They're going to allow them to be more risky, but they're also going to require them to report more.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, if you're going to let something be risky, I guess you might as well make sure that they report what they're risking, right?
Yeah, monitor it a little bit closer. Yeah, so you got this green bubble here, but you're not getting follow through.
I see Pulte is going to allow Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to look at crypto as far as part of your
asset.
You have.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, crypto should have been able to have been looked at anyway, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's, but I mean, actually, for a while. Yeah, banks, I guess it was all because really banks haven't been allowed to get into that space, and now they are. So,
yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, is 67 going to give up and is going to drop below this? If it does, that drops below this cluster of all your EMAs and your anchor VWAP being right there. If it does that, I could see us going down to VWAP, but it's holding for the moment.
Your volume on SPY was back to trending down, but it could be recovering here. Your Periscope, you are on some negative gamma right now that caused a little bit of a bounce, but you could, to can feed that gamma, it could move itself down aggressively. It's kind of entering it right now.
Call premiums are dropping, but your volume has ticked up a slight little bit. On SPY tide, market tide is back. It's bullish on general market tide now.
Yeah.
But your call premiums are dropping there too. Holdings is not looking that great, Roy.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, but who knows? We're getting a pop back up. Let's see what 70 holds and it rejects back down here. Getting a lot of bubbles telling you different things. telling you different things. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all Mag 7's green except Apple. Video at 156, up another percent. Google's about to go red, unless we can get a bounce here. Tesla's basically flat, slightly green.
We're getting another red bubble here. If you notice your bubbles are trending down. Now, you can see, look to your left, that changes a lot quickly. So the overall trend is right this second on the shorter term is a little downtrend. Let's see if it can break down from there. That's a different question.
Move. Popping orders in and out, aren't they? 67.
Yeah. Getting a nice little pop here.
Nothing really clear. Apple keeps wanting to go up and then kind of reversing back down. If you look at this chart, you see it had that pop, but now it's kind of curling back down, retesting VWAP. Nvidia had a drop, and it's now recovered its drop, and it's back at its almost open high a day. SPX, I mean, obviously matching ES. You're getting a pop here on ES down to 71. Periscope, you've got some increase opening positioning at 6130 on SPX, which is about 10 points away. So they are positioning themselves for a move higher. Bookmap wise, you're getting some larger green bubbles.
So what you see up here, a lot of times you get those large greens. You see this red popping up now. Your larger greens are a lot of times followed by a red because that's them absorbing those orders, and then they pop down. What you want to see, if you see a big green, and if you see another big green form behind it, that's a better indication that it's fixing to pop. Being that it's got a red one, it had two green ones there that kind of moved up about 4 points off that first move. So this red bubble is not surprising here. They could push it back to 67 or so. And then it'd be anybody's guess at that point what happens.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn the fan on. Getting hot.
Getting hot?
Getting hot. Getting close to the trade.
I see Charles Schwab has a debit card, so I can use my cash that's sitting there or something. I don't want to use a debit card for Schwab. Sorry, guys.
You can use your Schwab account to buy your prop trading accounts.
That would be ironic. That would be ironic. Well, see, looks like we probably will come back and possibly test that 67 again, maybe. Maybe not.
Just kind of flag it, isn't it?
I don't even know if I'd call this a flag, Roy. I mean, look how thing is.
Yeah, true.
I think you're pulling Snoop yesterday trying to see something that's not there yet.
Chart yoga. Trademark.
Yeah. Anybody doesn't know, yesterday we were in the thing and Snoop had said that I think I see a bear flag here. And I'm like, bro, I think you're seeing things. It ended up playing out, but it was not because it was a bear flag. The last time he called it was one, but when he first called, there was not a bear flag.
You're getting definitely resistance around here, so you're playing with fire.
You got your CBDs up above 5,000. That's a strong suit. Your SPY tide has turned bullish. Volume has turned green. That is another bullish signal to look at. Let's look at the general market tide. General market tide is bullish. SPY tide bullish. Holdings is still not great looking, but that doesn't mean anything. You are getting a little turn on your volume here on the looks like on that. So this volume could go back. It did turn green, but could go back red.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Me saying that's just a speculation. I don't have anything backing up that's what's going to happen. So
No crystal ball.
I am not about a crystal ball. Whenever I do try to do a crystal ball, it bites me in the ass. So we try to avoid it. It bites my crystal ball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I had to guess anything, Roy, I'm guessing we're going to move up higher, but kind of grind. But that's just a guess at this moment. And the only reason I say that is because, I mean, dip buyers have bought every damn dip this thing's had for the last 2 months. So,
yeah.
Don't know. I don't know. Just here along for the ride. Oh, here along for the ride. I got a blade. I can cut somebody if I have to. If I can cut the market, let the air seep out of it. Maybe get a little drop down. I would love to come down to that 60 level. I'm not going to lie to you. 60 would be perfect for a look long. If we could get a drop down to that 60 level, that's a big if. I mean, yesterday we just kind of chopped. Now we're just chopping in a lot tighter range. Like we've got like a 10-point range. Really, we're in right this second. It breaks either way. So
yeah, this is no trade zone.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm in a short on Take Profit Trader. I don't love it. I just the few little things I've seen more things that saying that hey, this could be the top and it could kind of swing back down. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it goes down and it hits my take profit, it hits 60. I'm gonna probably look for it long if it shows any support down there at all.
Yeah.
Just kind of if you look here all morning, this has kind of been the spot on the high side. So you've had what 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 5th test up here, and it's kind of held this little range. I mean, the only reason you had that pop up to 74 a minute ago was because of that data. We're right here at the top of this. So, and I could be completely wrong. This damn thing could go back up there and stay there, and I get stopped out of this short. So
we got 10 minutes to Kansas City Fed data, manufacturing.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's exactly what I want to be doing is holding a short when that comes out.
Yeah.
They're popping this damn thing up, and I mean, CBD's going over 6,000. Your call premium just spiked. Your volume just spiked. This thing is fixing to run away and take me out. So I'm going to have to get ready to cut this shit. Two steps forward, one step forward, 2 steps back. It seems like sometimes on some of these accounts. That was my fault. I read that wrong. It looks like. I hadn't got out of it yet. My stop loss is going to be that high, Dave. Hits there, I'm out. And we'll back up and punch. Back up and punch. If you could give me a big red bubble here, would be fantastic.
Oh, PayPal's saying they're entering the stablecoin market.
Have they not already been in it?
Yeah, I think they have been a stablecoin.
I know they ask me all the time if I want to hold any crypto in them. I'm like, no, I got enough. Anything else everywhere else. Well, this thing's going to stop me out. What looked like it was almost fixing to come back down, it popped right back up. Volume's up, premiums up, everything's up, everything's to the sky, to the sky, to the sky. We've had we'll take a L here, it looks like. I'm going to still hold my ground until it pops up there, but I probably should just cut the damn thing. But, you know, if I'm anything, I'm stubborn. You got so many orders below it now that are kind of holding it up there, if that makes sense. See how those orders, how it's kind of following it up.
Yeah. Oh, and I had gotten my data wrong. So we're getting nat gas data in 8 minutes. But you've got top of the hour is Kansas City Fed. Top of the hour.
Okay.
So that was my mistake.
You know, it's all good, Roy. We're all out mistakes every once in a while. Just don't let it happen again.
I just got out fully of my SPY calls. So I had my trail stop. It hit. So update the chat on that.
Had you a good little money maker there?
Yep, overnight.
Perfect.
What was that 608 call?
Well, it looked like we're going to get a little pullback. No, we're going to get a green bubble right here after a red bubble, which is a long signal. So, yay! It could turn this bubble red. That would be fantastic. There we go.
Just getting a lot of wicks up there, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has orders up, but it's not exactly showing immense strength. I mean,
yeah, I don't like CVD.
Volume is increasing. Your momentum indicator is under 20, so that's at least
showing that it's not as strong. Let's see. Volume increase, now it's decreasing. I mean, I think at some point we're going to get a pullback, right? A decent pullback, probably there. The question is, does it hit my stop loss before it gives that?
Yeah.
So PayPal says they're creating real stablecoin use cases for customers. I don't know what's different from what was going on before, but they're going to make a real use for stablecoins.
Short week next week with the holiday, July 4th. Just looking at your Tesla, you can write a 375 for 123 per con.
That might be something to look at. And we're back to 328. Let's go look at it. Options. July 3rd. Man, those 350s are still tempting there, 400 something bucks a piece.
Well, I mean, it is, but so let's do the math though. It's really like selling Tesla at 354, which you would be happy to do.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the 365s.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put an order in for $2.
Look at this thing break out. Shit.
Yeah, I just got stopped out of everything too. All my stops yet.
General market tide just went above zero line. SPY tide, holy mackerel.
All right, now I'm going to give me a second. I gotta clear my head here.
Good.
I'm having
You're good.
bad thoughts. I don't need to do anything bad.
Good. Take out Bookmap as well. So we see Bookmap. We got a big green candle followed by a red or green bubble followed by a red bubble. If we look at though, this one is perplexed. This one's got me perplexed. Apple now down back below 200, testing low a day. I mean, yeah, I get that there's this lawsuit and yada yadas, but just feels like this is a sleeping giant given what the rest of the market is doing. I mean, that is completely different than what you would see on Nvidia or even Microsoft. I mean, it's got more of a Google feel to it. I mean, Amazon it's just not running away. I mean, I know they've been really behind on the AI stuff, but if one company can really turn it up and push higher, there's Meta, obviously, all AI. It's got to be Apple, right? Right? Am I crazy? Maybe they're anticipating a little bit more China fight coming up with the trade deadline on July 9th. I don't know. Anyway, imagine what the market would be if Apple participated. We are pushing up higher at 61.75. Look at SPY. It's right about to test 610. You've got TNX trending down, Dixie trending down, gold trending down, bonds trending down, oil trending up, which is an interesting indicator. Granted, oil did get beaten to hell, so it does have a bit of a dead cat bounce. Yeah, Marvell 79.30. I just want to vomit all over myself on that. I bought this thing. I'll show you guys right there, about 68, 67 range. Sold it right there, about 71. And then felt like I was a genius, didn't re-enter, and it's gone in just a couple days. Granted, it is benefiting from Micron's. Micron had earnings yesterday, which is down, but that's pretty bearish candle there, to be honest. On the daily, if we go to the 10-minute, you guys can see Micron earnings whoosh and then faded. For kind of the retail darling so far is Palantir 144, absolutely face ripping. Not today, but in general on the daily, if you look at it, I mean, that's just parabolic. It's gone. You've got kind of bounce around here. Nuclear was getting hit earlier today. Let's see if it's still getting hit. Where's LEU? Yeah, LEU's down 3%. Hit the 200-day. Looks like it's got a bounce. Wow, I got all the way down to 157 today. What? 151. Tell you, it's too busy streaming, not looking.
Wow, we are ripping. Rippy.
Breaking out, yeah. 61, 77, 50. All in the face while Apple is falling. That was what I was describing. It's just very odd to me. Very odd. I'll take you off of that just in case. A lot of green bubbles in a row.
Yeah, you go back and look at that 60 level down there on Bookmap.
Yeah.
Why I thought this thing was going to come back, I don't know. But I'm not going to chase it. We're going to wait and see if we can get a pullback. I would love a pullback.
Oh,
Shit.
my
Never mind.
gracious. What in the world?
Don't know.
Good golly.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
It's where that wick gets formed on a short, right? Doo-doo-doo.
Let's look at
True.
volume is just going crazy on Tide. I mean, I could see us getting up to 85 now. I would love a pullback to 70, 75 maybe, but I just don't know if they're going to get that pullback.
Apple just broke back above 200. It's testing it again now.
We are, if you look at my notes from yesterday, we're getting close to that 90 level. Yes, I had 6,200 on a level to watch today. Well, I guess you would look for maybe a pullback to, I'm saying 75 is going to be it probably. If you can get a pullback to 75, and then if you can get a signal there to go long, that might be a spot to do it, but they might hold it at 78, 75 here. I don't know. Nah, they're going to let it go through that, I think.
71 would be like amazing. Because if you look, it's like kind of
down though.
Yeah, I mean 71 though is your like pre-market high, and it is kind of right by the 8 on the 10-minute and on the 5-minute.
You are getting a pullback in volume here.
Yeah, I still don't understand what the pop was. I mean, was that like one of those last hurrah moments?
Could have been. It was enough hoorah to take me out of a short and watch it come all the way back down to it. And I'm really going to be pissed if it does. We're getting a green bubble here.
4-week bill at 11 or 10:30 your time, 11:30 Eastern. We got 11. We got Fed, Kansas City Fed manufacturing. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna either you can or I can. I think you should probably do it, or I'll do the screenshot and send it to you. But I think you should tweet out this book map thing. I mean, from that 60 spot, because by God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'll send you the goods. There you
go. I got it now.
Red bubble forming up here. I would be cautious doing any longs at this 80 level. You need to see it pull back a little bit, find some support, and then go. And then go.
Dixie, get away from me. Ain't nobody talking to
you. Poor Dixie.
Yeah, well, the thing's messing up. You done got some water. Now you're dripping water all over me. Just chill out. Dang. So annoying. Yes, I'm complaining. My dog's annoying.
Your dog, you're allowed to do whatever you think is best for it. That is a lot of color down below, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
They are wanting to gobble that up, aren't they? If it gets down there. 75 is that spot, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
Some days you just want to go like 10 ES and just do like a couple ticks and be done with your day.
yes. There we go.
SPY tide went red on the volume.
Wow. Okay.
CVD is at 74. Is that right? 7,500?
75.30 or so. Let's go to the Twitter box. Let's do a post. Oh, no. There we go. There you go, Roy. A little post to Bookmount.
Yay! What we got? Let's see what we got. Beautiful.
I mean, that was the perfect long signal this morning.
Yeah.
I see Mancini said that 72 was hit exact. I guess anything over is exact. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did turn red. That is very interesting in what we're seeing with Tide here. Yesterday, Tide was very, very confusing.
Yeah.
I think we come back to 73, 72, Roy. Possibly. Let's see. Yeah, that Tide is not looking pretty. General market Tide is still pretty bullish. Holdings is still not pretty. So it's all about the up top is a little. I just don't like how all those orders. See those orders from 77.50 down are stacked.
Mm-hmm.
But it could come through all that and get us down to 70, 72.50, 70 area maybe. We've got to see. It is showing some weakness up here, but it's got a lot of stuff to go through. I just see now you sent a thing. I didn't send it. I didn't put us in the picture in the screenshot. I love just that screenshot.
Yeah, that tide. I think it's. I'm going to show the tide on my side so the peeps can see what we're seeing. So
Tide
you
looks
get this
nasty.
tide.
Tide looks nasty.
You see that volume? Yeah, that's what mine is referencing. It's looking like that was kind of maybe a potentially last push up. We are way above the cone. That doesn't mean much, but something to be insightful. Gamma just went negative right below us at 6120 on SPX. So if it can break below the 6125 range, which is just right on top of, you could get some exposure to go down for it to then build its positions back up. Yeah, I mean, there's your 8. They're covering around 74. Getting a little extended with some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I could actually see
Your 1 minute, look at that. A little downtrend.
I could see coming back to possibly 65. That's right at VWAP. VWAP, however the hell you want to say it.
So you had a big red bubble here that kind of touched that heat. And then
Then you got that green right behind it, which is not a good sign for sure.
Yeah. General market tide is bullish.
If they can turn this back to green, back to red, and hold this red bubble, that could have been short-lived.
You see your SPY tide, your volume starting to creep right back up.
I see that.
Could be a, I don't know, dude. I'm just not feeling comfortable with anything. I don't know if it's the.
Well, I'm in a short. I'm $50 up on it right now, but
Okay.
I need more than that to get back to where I was.
You look at this 1 minute, right? It's a little channel here. It is just kind of cropping down. You can.
The thing about all this stuff, ooh, whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa. We just had a change in stuff. I don't know if you look down there at that 60 range. We just had 570 orders pop in at 60.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to go through to get down there, but that is a damn lot of orders sitting there. And you can look, that's kind of where all the most activity happened this morning. And that is right back to where we had the long signal this morning. Which would put us right in line with kind of that range bound we were in this morning to the low side of it. So I don't know. You're talking about your SPY tide turning up. We'll look at it now, Roy.
Yeah, came back down. I think you could get a. I mean, here's your 75 spot, right?
Yeah.
Got a lot to get through.
It does. This trade will not turn red on me, though.
Nice.
I'm not guaranteed much, but I'm guaranteed something.
Did you write those Tesla calls? Or you still looking?
I did it at 200 if it feels. If it doesn't feel, I won't do it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Just took me out, so. Just took me out. So we got a very tiny little bit back. Took me out of one, didn't take me. I was in two different ones. Took me out of one, didn't take me out of the other. Okay. What is Tide? Is Tide popping back up? Yes, it is a little. We need a red bubble here to get this move back down. This damn thing's going to take the other one out too, it looks like. Son of a bitch.
There's a little trend line here.
Yeah, took me out of the other one.
So break that. Selling continuation structure. Look at this buying continuation structure. My gracious. Yeah, I know we're down at 60. Now you're coming. Look at that line I just drew. It came up. Was it rejected? Mm-hmm. Apple back under 200, 199.90. Google pushing higher. Really just kind of stuck. Tesla went red. Fours. My other two positions on percent. One came back a little bit.
Yeah, we're just in a weird spot here. Weird spot here. And it's popping back up. See if it gives a red bubble up here at this spot. This would be the spot I would look for it to do it at. Shit. Doo-doo-doo. I need a red bubble, Roy. I need a red bubble. It ain't giving us no red bubble. It's just kind of consolidating here. This is not good for a long. I mean, a short.
Yeah, no. Finding buyers. Finding buyers on this dip. Now, we do have data in 10 minutes, so that is still there.
Yeah. There's that. Why was it not showing on Market Watch?
Market Watch is weird. They don't wait a lot of stuff. Wow, this thing is.
That's a big green. Here comes your red. So yeah, now they have it on the mobile Market Watch. They didn't have it on the one last night. Oh, we missed a lot of stuff. You got the shit. I forgot you got the 4 and 8 week bill auction today, the 7-year note auction today.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy.
What's for lunch, man? Because I can't read this thing worth the damn.
I'm in a short. But I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. I got my take profit at like 62.
Whoa. You just let it play out?
My goal is to trail it down.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets a move, but we got to get a move. I mean, I'm just not in this short, so we're like $12 up. Now we're $12 down. It needs to follow with another, that red candle. You had those big green bubbles right there. Then you had another red bubble. If this red bubble can give us the push we're looking for, then we might understand red bubble green now. If that's the case, then I'm screwed. We need some continuation. If you notice this morning, see how those red bubbles got bigger, 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 and then finally we got a couple green bubbles and it just kind of popped?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the same thing to happen on reverse back down, but I hate CVD being over 7,000.
Yeah, I think Howie's got it right. I think traders are reaching for all-time high in SPX. Hence why our thumbnail said, "Can we reach all-time high on Thursday?"
Hey,
the reality is it is so close. I mean, we're about 3 SPY points away. SPX, I think we're what? All-time high. I mean, we're 20 points from the all-time high on SPX.
yeah.
So that's going to coincide with the S about 6,200. So you get your bazooka. Yeah, I think you just get your bazooka out and short it at 6,200, right?
That would be a spot. Hopefully we don't reach there. I would love a decent pullback first. Give me a good pullback first. That would be the best thing to happen.
What we'll probably see too, Monty, you've referenced this in previous streams, is you get the put volume increasing just as hedges.
Yes.
Or put premiums, I should say, increasing just as hedges as we get close to all-time highs. People just say, I'll take the insurance. Thank you. It's cheap and want to lock in my profit.
Yeah, they're moving these orders up slowly, like at 80. Now you see 81.25, 82.50. I mean, if we don't get any kind of pullback here, and Howie, I'm with you. I would love a pullback to VWAP because that would clean up a hell of a day I had. That would actually clean my whole day up if that would happen. But I just don't know if it's in the cars today, to be honest with you, right now. I mean, it might be in the cars later today. I just don't know about it right now. And if we pop, I mean, I got my stops up at 82, so we pop there. And that's going to be it. So, and it looks like we might be popping there here really soon. We're just kind of, I don't know, we're just kind of there. Here we go. Put premiums died, volume turned green. This thing's fixing to pop up to 82. Drum roll, please.
Apple back above 200, curling up from its bottom.
Yeah, okay. I don't get this pullback here, but Whoa.
That doesn't make much sense, does it? SPY tide's going green on volume.
Well, if you notice this pullback, you have not gotten a red bubble on this pullback. So I think that kind of tells the story of the day. And it wasn't very much of a pullback, and it could have been a pullback to the 8 amounts.
Yeah.
To give an entry for somebody. That's the thing about it. You don't ever know what games are being played. Somebody could be talking to somebody else like, hey, I need you to do this to get me here, then I can get in and we can all run. But it's showing a little bit of weakness here, but this weakness has not played out. It's like it shows a little weakness, and then they all come running back in like, nah, lock the door. We're in a fight, boys. Let's go. And I don't want to be in a fight.
There's an interview with a CBOE pit trader, and they asked him, like, what was something that you always remembered in the pit? And he said there was one time a guy was basically toast, and he was basically requesting, he's like, I got to get out of this position. And everybody kind of banded together to take a little bit of his position. And the people that didn't help him basically got ousted from the pit. So there is this camaraderie that we don't know that happens. We have TBB Trade saying he has to go into 61.72. That's what he's got marked on his chart. Interesting take. Could get down there and bounce it up. Could push higher. He likes to get short here with a very tight stop loss.
Yeah.
I like the push a little bit higher. I mean, Bookmap showing that there is definitely a battle here at 80. Tide is suggesting we're in a battle. It can't quite give us a confirmation on the volume side, can it, Monty?
No. Just kind of there. You're getting a little dip and call premiums here. So TBD trades, if you go to the light version, it takes those spoof orders out. You don't see the spoofs that you see in the other ones. So you got the regular one, and you got the light version. The light version with Bookmap takes all the bracket orders out, which are your spoof orders.
This chart is my one to watch today. I got the Apple side of things. And the Apple side of things is, you got this stick now pushing up. You did kind of have this part. If Apple gets involved on this push up, it's going to be a pretty bullish scene. So you need to see weakness in this chart, which could happen right here at VWAP, which could be that moment.
Hey, all those 500 something orders at 60 have been pulled, by the way.
Oh, really? Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, we have data in a minute, by the way. We have data in a minute.
Need more money for pro. Absolutely. Bookmap gets very expensive. Very, very expensive.
So data in 40 seconds, if anybody's in a trade.
This is the Kansas City stuff.
Yeah, Kansas City manufacturing. So the market looks like it needs a reason to move in one direction or the other. So this is just one of those moments where it can do just that.
I think we're going to, after we have this news, we'll cut out for the day. I'm about traded out, to be honest with you. I need to walk away and look at some stuff and touch grass and get something to eat and come back after lunch.
2 seconds.
Well, I'm trade. Fixing to get popped or.
And data was right now nothing burger.
I wish it would be a tank burger.
Still waiting on data. Nothing has been posted yet. I've got the financial juice guy talking in my ear. He's saying no data out yet. Treasury data came out. The 3-month bill auction was $79 billion preliminary.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. So typically a little pop here on that. Yeah, I mean, that's just announcing. Takes a while for auction. Yeah. The auction is at 10:30 actually. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We just got looking at.
What's the rule we came up with the other day that didn't work yesterday? Go long
at
10. The rule, go long at 10.
Go long at 10.
Central.
Yep. Something just came out. It popped it.
2. Forecast is -5. Previous is -3. Still waiting on the manufacturing number.
It's going to take me out up here. I got it right above the high. It's okay if it takes me out. It takes me out. We'll back up and punt for the day. I mean, it's so close. We're like literally 3 ticks away from taking me out. 2 ticks away from taking me out. 1 tick, now I'm out. Now it's
It popped up to 84. Your volume on SPY went positive. Your data still waiting.
Manufacturing came out at 5. Forecast was -10. And previous was -10. Came out at 5.
Oh, yeah. That's a big green.
Yeah, the trade rock is 71 billion 6-month bills on June 30th, and they're going to do what on the other ones? Let's see.
Catching some resistance here on Periscope, but you are fighting it right now. So 61.30 on ES. You're getting a little weakness on Apple, so you had that pop to VWAP, and this kind of coming back a little bit. NVIDIA has a little rounding, but it could be popping up, creating a higher low for the day.
So when you look at the auctions, it's all about the bid to cover. You're looking at that number. So just so you know, the 4-week bill came out at 4.06 last time, and the 8-week came out 4.47. Anything below that shows weakness in the bond market. And you got the 7-year note, which I think is going to be the big boy at 11. It came out previous was 4.194. So anything above that, or if it's just right at it, it's still good for the bonds. If it comes down lower, that's bad. Then we should get a market will react to it. Just so you know.
You're just getting this grind up on call premiums on the SPY tide and on volumes.
Now you talk about the ADX indicator. Look at it now on the 1 minute. This is what it is on the 5 minute. 5 minutes now 29.59. Strong one, dude.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. And then how we just said it does take a lot of auctions. So even though these auctions are at 10:30, you got that's when the auction actually happens. The announcement comes after that. Usually it's about 5 minutes after. You'll see what the ratios was, bid to cover and all that. The bid to cover is what you want to pay attention to. As for me, I am taking a break. So if anybody has any questions, ask now, because I'm fixing to log off this. I'm not going to say what I was fixing to say. Take a break. We kind of had a mixed day. We got a couple of accounts that were down in, and a couple of accounts we hadn't touched. We did hit a 150 in the futures desk overnight last night. Hit that pretty good, and it bounced right off a down take profit too. So shit, I bottom take that damn thing. TBD trades is done for the day. Done for the day, money. We all need to be done. I'm gonna come back and look, see if I can scrap back some. Won't be trying to hit it all in one trade. I was hoping that short was gonna play out, but just data didn't back it up, and they're just not letting this thing drop. They might let it come back to 77.50 here or so and bounce it right back up. So I'm gonna sit back and take a break, let this slow stuff play out. We just had a pop in our volume, so we should see decreasing volume for a little bit until after lunch. So
sounds good, man.
So pay attention to that if you are trading. But I'm calling it. Roy, thank you, sir. This is our Thursday. I don't know. We have to talk about it on stream tomorrow night. I might not. we might not. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. I am crazy next week. I've got out of town appointments, so Monty's going to be holding the fort by himself a few days. He May not stream on Monday. We'll let you guys know on the channels, but we do appreciate all the support. Summer's always a little wacky for us, but we appreciate all the support, patience, guys. Trade safe, use your resources. Don't guess. If you're down for the day, it's okay. Take a break. If you're up for the day, good job. But
take a break.
Yeah, wait for confirmations. Don't try and force it. I mean, I did it a couple weeks ago. It made me feel awful. So just learn from. Try to share that wisdom.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a break here. Go get some lunch. Actually, gonna make a shake. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eat a shake. Drink me a shake, and get outside for a little bit before it gets too hot.
Perfect. All right, guys.
I'll be back. See you guys.
Take it easy.
See you, boys.